Now we need to create a delete category method. In the category controller, let's create a new method, which will be void, and we will call delete category. I'm going to create a new products context and then simply call the remove method and save the changes. Then I need to create a method in the category service. So I'm going to copy the delete product from the product service into the category service and then modify accordingly. And here I'm trying to pass the category ID, but the controller demands the category object. So we need to change that. I'm going to create a new object, and that will contain the category ID that we are getting from the get category option input. So to create that object, I need to use the new keyword. Then in the enums class, let's add an option to delete a category in the menu options and make the corresponding changes in the main menu. Adding a delete category option to the add choices and then adding a case to the switch statements. Let's see if it works. First, let's have a look at the products that we currently have. We have a cappuccino, and that belongs to the coffee category. And we will try to delete the coffee category and see what happens. I chose coffee and then chose to see all categories, and coffee isn't there anymore. And then if we choose to see all products, we can see that cappuccino was deleted. And that happens because of the onDelete cascade property, which means that if we delete a category, all products related to it will also be deleted. Now we're going to work on updating a category. So I'm copying the update product from the product controller and I'm pasting it into the category controller and changing the corresponding words. Then I need to add a method to the service. But for that, we're going to have to change the get category option input return type from int to the category object. And that's because to update a category, I will need that entire object and not just the ID. So in this method, now I'm returning the category instead of just the ID. So I'm returning the result of calling the single method in the categories collection. And that means that in the delete method, now I can return the result of calling get category option input directly and not just the category ID. And in the insert product method, since get category option input now returns the entire object, we need to specify that we just want the category ID. Then I'll copy and paste the update product from the product service into the category service and modify accordingly. Then let's run the app and see if we can modify a category. So I chose the juice category and I'm updating it to super juice. And if I go into view all categories, I can see the category was modified. Now we need to modify the update product method, adding the possibility to change a category. So this is what the method should look like after the modifications. We included the option to change the category. So for the product.category, we are using NZ console to ask if we want to update the category. If the answer is yes, we call the category service.getCategory option input and get presented with all the categories. If the answer is no, we just keep the same category, and that's what's after the colon. Then in the user interface, we need to add an option to update the category. And first we do that in the enum class. Then we add it to the add choices, and then we create a new switch case. Let's try to update a product, and we have the super latte, and we can choose a new name. I'm going to call it latte. I'm going to choose a new price. It'll be very expensive. And then I'll choose a new category, and I'm going to say that it's a donut. And we can see that the product was updated, including its category. So now we have CRUD operations for both the products and the categories. In the next chapter, let's see how we can show a category with all its products. And we will also split the menu so that we have a menu for categories and products. And that will be the last step before we add the orders functionality, which is what a point of sale is supposed to do.